What's up, peoples? How y'all doing out there? Got a lot going on around me at the moment. The light's a little bright, and lots of people coming in and out the house. So you're gonna hear some noises. But howdy, everybody! Howdy, howdy, howdy!
What's up, everybody? What's
What
up?
are you laughing at, Nate? You ding dong!
I don't know. I just freaking put it on my feed page, you know.
Looking like the damn
That's how bored I
Terminator.
am. I just like at this point, I'm getting so bored at home. It's just like I just put these on to make myself laugh, you know. But okay, what's up,
You
everybody?
almost looking like the
What?
damn Terminator. Looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What's up, everybody?
Man, you guys are blowing up the chat. I gotta go back and look.
And we had like 23 people in here 10 minutes prior to starting time.
Nice. So what is happening, everyone? It's been a pretty busy weekend. Knocked me on my butt.
That's pretty funny.
What?
He's like, "Oh, Nate's future's so bright, you got to wear shades." Thanks, Joseph. I hope so.
Turdinator. What's up, Pilot Ryan?
Oh, great.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
So anyway, hope everybody had a good weekend. Nate and I had a full flying day yesterday, as always. He was at LFE the whole time. I was at two different places.
I was
First part. When did you get there?
So I got there at 6:55 a.m. I was the first one there. So 6:55 a.m. and I left at 9:30. So I was there for about 14 hours. Yeah, 14.
So
I was there for a while.
Yeah, and I went out to Oakdale, which is about 94 miles from me, but it's on the way to LFE. So I went there, flew for a couple hours. Once it got up into the 90s, I said that's about it, and turned around and went to sorry for the noise. Went to Livermore and finished the rest of the day out there. But I'll mute it until they're done.
That stream we did yesterday was pretty fun, guys. I'm sure a lot of you enjoyed that. I watched it in replay. It was so fun to watch. So yeah, I don't know what you want to talk about.
That was part of it because that was kind of cool. What's up, Mike Keller? It's kind of cool. I thought that was fun yesterday. We might do that same thing again, and I'll set it up from a different angle. But
Ray,
yeah, that was fun.
Was that a Telemaster in the thumbnail? Someone was asking.
Oh, in the thumbnail, yeah. So I'll just talk about that. And I've talked about that thing on RC Air Marshals when he interviewed me. That was basically I'd already been flying RC or attempting to fly RC for about 7, 8 years up to that point. And I hadn't really succeeded because we didn't have any direction at all. There was a book out about RC that we went through and we read. You know, reading only gets you so far. It just teaches you the basics. It doesn't teach you everything you need to know. So once I moved from the Bay Area, we moved out to this little podunk country town called Newman. And once I was there at the school, the curriculum had this thing called aerodynamics. I didn't know what it was, but it was a class that taught you the basics of aerodynamics. And another part of the thing that you did was you went through the whole aviation private pilot's license ground school. So that was part of the class. And then the practical part of the class was putting together an RC plane and learning to fly it. And that plane that you see, what's up, Kenny? That plane that you see is a Telemaster 40. That was the first plane that I'd put together from a box of sticks. And actually built it, covered it. I had my own engine from the little crappy Duraplane that we've been flying, which was an OS 40 FP. So I used my own engine for that airplane, and that's the plane that got me good at flying. We had a little small strip that was next to a cornfield, and trees on one side, cornfield on the other. And the strip was grass, and it was probably only about maybe 250 feet long. and I got to the place where I could take off and land on my own, and even kill the engine partway. Do dead stick landings and everything on that little small strip with that plane. So I had that plane for probably about a year, and then we didn't seal it, so it ended up getting fuel soaked and had to trash it. But that's the plane that got me good.
Yeah. So that streamer shit was fun.
Allen Gentry, when I was there at Newman, when I first moved to Newman, it had 3,033 people. So yeah, we moved from the Bay Area, and it was a little itty bitty dink donk town. And the guy that taught me to fly lived in Oakdale. He'd fly back and forth, so he'd fly a little plane and land at the crop duster runway right there by the school. He'd fly in it. It was cheaper for him to fly in than it was to drive.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that stream again though. That was fun yesterday.
No, I think that's going to be our new thing. I'll do it after everybody's done their stuff, their stream stuff on Sundays.
You can't. Well, yeah, I don't know.
When the time changes, we'll have to do something different.
Well, but some days we don't always fly on Sundays either. But maybe we can just do the times we do fly Sundays. But yeah, I flew the A6. I'm sure a lot of people have heard I got the A6, the high performance. I don't
think I got any video of it though.
No, you didn't, because you showed up and you were just like.
I zoned out for a little bit because I needed to eat.
Yeah. So I got the A6 high performance. It's sitting up there. You see, it's up there. I'm just too lazy to go get it right now. Yeah, that thing flies awesome. Way better than I thought. So, I mean, I don't have much to say about it. It's fun.
It's actually got a pretty good presence in the air too. I like the way it looked. I didn't think I would.
It's pretty quick. What?
Turn off the light. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty quick, and I flew it with all the tanks on it. The 1
Can you turn off the light? The light just did some. My camera went off, and the little face that it had was pretty funny. See, look at it. Look at the face.
Oh no! Pilot Ryan, I did the initial flight on an Admiral 4060C, but I picked up one of the Spectrum 5000 30C packs, the smart one, because I wanted to try out the battery telemetry in the E-Flight Mustang. So I had one of those, and I looked at them, and the Smart 5000 is literally like the same width. It's just a tad longer than the 4060C, but it's like almost the same weight. So I flew it with both, and it flies amazing with both. It can handle the weight. It can handle more weight. It's just the way that battery area is set up. You have to like squeeze things in there. But the 5000 Spectrum works great, and the 4000 works great. And I was getting with the 4000, if I flew like an idiot, 3.5 minutes in the throttle time. But that new end runner is really efficient. So I was doing endurance flights, and I got an easy 6 minutes out of the 4000. And with the 5000, you can go even longer. I was talking about Spectrum technology was kind of overrated, which I still think having full telemetry and a tiny foamy is overrated. But the batteries are actually pretty good. I will give them that. No, Pilot Ryan, you don't have to go all the way back. The inrunner is a little bit heavier than the outrunner was, and the fan is just behind the CG. So no, I basically had the 5000 like in the middle, and then I had the 4000 in the middle. So not all the way back, not all the way forward, like right in the middle, basically. So I got CG. Ray, your camera's tripping.
I know. I'm working on that right now. Trying to change what's happening. I might have bumped the USB cable and screwed it up.
Nice one. My camera looks pretty good. My camera looks pretty good for the scene. Camera.
Yeah. So let's see.
Yeah, Pilot Ryan. It makes sense because it was lighter in the tail. So it's heavier in the nose, lighter in the aft end, so you can move the battery back. But with this one, it goes a little further forward. Same thing with the F86 now. You don't have to ride the battery all the way back. Well, mine actually isn't the high performance. Mine has an FMS fan, but I know of people who've had the high performance F86, they don't have to ride the battery all the way back. The F86 fan is just behind the CG as well. There you go. No, yeah, but that A6, the A6 is a fun little plane. I'm very surprised. It's so fun to just fly slow. It's really locked in. I don't have a gyro in mine. It looks great.
So Nate, did you go back and look at what we did yesterday? Did you see the formation flight on the?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay. Yeah, I did. Sorry guys, I wasn't looking at the chat either. I was trying to get my camera back. I can hear my wife outside laughing. Let's see.
Yeah, John T, if you've wanted the A6, now with the high performance fan, if it always flew amazing, but before, it had to like get there in terms of like getting up to speed. But this thing, like, and the one thing I love about the A6 is the way it sits. If you punch it, it just takes off on its own. Like, you don't have to even touch the elevator.
It's off the ground in 10 feet. Literally 10 feet.
If I actually hold elevator, if I punch it, the nose just comes up immediately. It's like the FMS Yak 130. It just takes off on its own. It's funny.
Yeah, it just goes up on its own.
But with the stock one, you kind of had to like let it build speed. But this one, I just take off, and you saw like it just climbs up. It just keeps climbing, and that's with tanks on. I never really did the only time I didn't fly without the tanks was on the Maiden, and I was trimming it out. I wasn't pushing it.
Yeah.
But it is a fun little plane.
Yeah, but I don't think I ever flew with you when you flew it. So
you were only there for a few hours, and half the time you were just sitting there doing nothing.
No, I flew a lot. What are you talking about? I even had that crazy botched landing on my F5.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, that was
pretty bad.
If anybody saw that video of Ray's F5 landing, don't worry. I'm just making fun of him because it's funny. We always make fun of each other. And I wasn't taking that video. That was my buddy Mike. He was standing right on the runway taking that video. And I was sitting back in the pits, and I see this thing go over my head. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was bad. It stalled. So, he's launching my fire booty. What's up, RC? RC Informer, I just sent a picture off for you today, too.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, I'm thinking about my F-18 now. So I didn't bring my F-18 out on Sunday.
It'll be back next week.
No, I know. I didn't bring out my F-18 this week. Not because it crashed. Don't worry, it didn't crash. But so we have a cleaning lady come on Wednesdays. And
Sharam's in here? Yeah, Sharam, I've had a lot of bad landings the last couple of weeks. They've been pretty bad.
No.
I'm getting them all out of the way. Thankfully at Oakdale I had some really good landings, but
I love the F-18. My F-18 is the high performance, and I know Vic just had Vic just did a remaiden on Victor just did a remaiden on his, and it looked great. No, Mom, it wasn't. It was definitely her. And I'm not blaming her. I mean, the amount of damage that was done to it, there's no way it was the cat. No, it was definitely her. But it's okay. She didn't do it on purpose. No. So I leave my F-18 on the floor. So we have a cleaning lady that comes on Wednesday.
Mistake number one.
I have my F-18. It stays on the floor, which is fine when I'm here. And I usually put it on my bed when she comes in here, so it's off the floor. And this particular day she came, I was sitting in my room, and she comes in and she was ready to clean, and I leave the room and I don't put the thing on my bed. And I don't know what happened. I'm thinking maybe she was cleaning the wall where it is, and something hit it, something fell on it or something, like a spray bottle or something that was heavy. And I walked back in here after she was done in my room, and I looked in, and I'm like, what the hell? So
let me answer a question real quick. Hold on, don't forget where you are. Top Dogs RC. If you want something that's just ready to go and already fast, get the high performance F5. If you want something that's even faster than that, with more thrust and better flight time, get that plane, but then switch it out and put in the 2100 kV because it's actually faster by quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay. Back to what I was saying.
Go back. Keep going.
Yeah. So I walked in and it had a big ass dent in the wing. The missile rail broken in half, and the aileron broke out, and the hinges broke. And I can tell something was dropped on it because I have the wing stacked on top of each other, and the other wing has a dent in the aileron or the controller in it, which was fine. It's not that's like barely noticeable. It's just a little dent. You can tell it was pressure. And luckily, it didn't hurt the servos or anything. So I just pulled the servos out, ordered new wings. I ordered a decal sheet. I got to put the big US Navy decal on there. So yeah, the highlight of my week.
Hey, Octane 209. The jet fan is a really good fan, but it's really expensive.
Through that.
The new fans that have come out from FMS, the FMS is by far the best for the money because it's $86 and it's got more power than pretty much all of those. And it doesn't need to be balanced, doesn't need to be anything, and it's light. The free wing is a little over $100, which is still good, but it's still over 100. And then the jet fan, that's pushing what, 250, something like that. If you want something that works really good for a reasonable price, either one, the free wing or the FMS, but I'm always going to choose the FMS. I've had really good luck with those.
Hey,
really
Robert, it wasn't my mom. It was our cleaning lady. But like I said, it was like me when I crashed the L39. It's like, what am I gonna do?
So Octane, sorry, which jet fan are you talking about? You talking about the 90? If you're talking about the 90, the jet fan's better. If you're talking about the 80.
Well, if he's trying to look for an upgrade for his F-18, a good just stock upgrade would be the high performance. I mean, you've seen mine, right?
Yes.
It's ballistic. I mean, that whole fan combo, I think,
barely over 100. For the 90, that's good. For the 9-blade 90, yeah.
On the
for
speed?
the 9-blade, yeah. For the 9-blade high performance. Let me look it up.
Wait. You say my plane only goes barely 100?
No, the cost.
Oh,
for the fan.
No,
that thing's fast.
What cocaine did you have before this show? My plane is actually faster than your custom.
No, it's close.
You sure?
It's faster I mean, it's I can get mine to go faster than yours, but it takes work.
Well, you can fly like Pussycat. You've owned yours for almost a year, and I've owned mine for 2 months, and I probably have more flights on mine.
And you just go crazy. No, you don't. But you just go crazy. Yours has more all around better power.
You know what I'm thinking though? The high performance looks like a jet fan. I think it is somewhat of a jet fan.
It is a jet. I think it is a jet fan. Even the motors looks like a HET.
Well, and it's a plastic shroud. It's really light. That's why I was thinking, it's gonna be heavy because it's gonna be metal. But no. Yeah, RC was, dude. You can get Freewing makes it so you can get all the different parts. You can get the hardware. You can get the shroud and everything, and the motor separate. But you can also buy the whole fan combo already made. And, should be balanced. I've never had a problem with Freewing balancing. I mean, my F-18 sounds amazing. My A6 sounds amazing. My T-33 sounds amazing. My poor L-39 sounded amazing.
The new ones they've done really good. Yeah.
My Mirage sounds amazing. My F-16 is the only one I had a problem with. And that's because I don't think it was tightened all the way at the factory because the fan blew off. But it was on the ground, so it was all good. Which, speaking of which, actually, that fan.
What?
Holy
crap. You gotta be kidding me.
What? What's good?
The 9-blade Inrunner high performance fan.
Yeah.
Ready to go is $90.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's not even 100.
No, that's $90. It's a bargain. It's out of stock, but still, it's.
So here's the fan that was in my F-16, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's got Gooniac Sharpie balance on it. Because my F-16 got a little smashed in the closet by accident. But this is a 70. That new Habu that came out from Horizon is a 70. And I know what you're thinking, Nate, you don't need that plane. Yeah, I don't need it. But the plug and play is $220, which I was like, wow, it's reasonable. And it comes with, it has the smart ESC in it, but it's plug and play. So I put my own receiver, and I'm not going to put in that gyro crap. But I want to stick this fan in it and make it 6S, and it's got a fiery boot. Fiery booty, 6S Habu.
That's right.
80 amp ESC that it comes with.
So yeah, no, that's a bargain. If you're in the 90 millimeter, I'd take that 9 blade over an HET. I mean, over a.
It might be 9 blades. It might not sound super realistic, but it makes good power. I mean, that makes that F18 scream. And I'm hoping maybe they'll re-release. I'm hoping they'll re-release the F22 with that fan. That'd be great.
From what James was saying, I think it's going that way. Pretty much everything's getting swapped over to in-runners.
Well, the F22.
Whether it's the other high performance or this one, I think the F22 would do really good with this fan. So
they also have the 90 millimeter 1835 kV. That's the one that's in Mike's F15. That does pretty good in the F15, but the F15's draggy.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. This weekend, well, yesterday when I was at, I should have taken a video of it. When I was at Oakdale, Ricky was flying his F104, and he put a 9 blade in it. He put the one that's normally in the F22, and it actually flew really good.
The Outrunner?
Yeah, because you can't really mess with the weight on the F104. That actually was lighter than the original because it's plastic. I think it is, right? No, it isn't. But anyway, it worked really good. It sounded different, but it worked really good.
Yeah, the F22 is the 3748 1750 kV Outrunner. Yeah. But this new high performance that's in the F18 is a 3672 1900 kV 9 blade in runner, and it's a 36 mil motor.
Yeah.
So
and it works really good. I'm impressed.
It does. Well, because I was when I got the F18, I was like, okay, I'm gonna fly it stock a few times, but I was gonna have Ray make me a custom fan. And I first flew thing, and I got it trimmed, and I did a fast pass. Even Ray was screaming from the pits, like, "Oh my god, it's screaming!" I'm like, I'm changing the fan now.
There's no need to touch it. Nothing to touch. It's perfect.
Mm-hmm. And I get good flight already. I mean, I did. You weren't there, Ray, but I did a formation flight with Max, and we did that one. I'm thinking of another one I didn't even talk about. I flew for 6.5 minutes on my F18.
Yeah. Yep.
3.8 when I came down.
And then I've seen you fly hard for almost 5 minutes and come down at 3.8. And that's flying hard. That's not flying light. That's flying hard. So yeah.
Why would I want a buddy box, dude? I don't have time.
I buddy box Jack with Jack for a little bit with my T45.
T45.
No, not T45. My Hawk.
Speaking of which,
hey Jeff, before you go, just so you know, I'm mailing out your burner tomorrow.
Oh yeah, can I expose this new thing you got coming?
No.
Or we're gonna keep it quiet.
I'm gonna keep it quiet. I'll expose it.
Okay.
And only partly, not everything. Just a little bit. You know what? Screw it. I'll say it right now. I have, and don't give away anything, Nate. Damn it. Nothing. I have a new free wing 90 millimeter Thunderbird en route, and I've got something special set up for it. Not going to say anything until I get it and actually fly it, but I have a new setup, and Nate's not going to say anything about it because if he does, I'm going to hit him. I have a new setup that nobody has yet that I'm putting in there. So
I know what it is.
That's it. You do, but you ain't going to say shit. Be quiet.
What would you do if I said it?
What?
What would you do if I say it? Hit me with
That's what I'll do.
Funny, right? You're funny.
That's what I'll do, dang it.
Well, you already threw a wrench at me once. You do it again?
Threw a winch. A winch is not a wrench. There's a difference.
I said wrench, God damn it.
Oh, no, we're good. Actually, yesterday was probably the most fun we've all had out there in a long time.
Oh yeah.
That was, I mean, Mike was all bummed and all whatever. Then I turned the camera on and he just turned into a different person.
Well,
So
hopefully Mike doesn't watch this in replay, but so that newer kid Leif, the one with the SU-30, we did the formation flight with, he got a night timber, and Mike was like, "Can I fly it, dude? Can I fly it, dude?"
oh no.
Mike flew for 30 seconds. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a flat spin."
Why would he do that?
Because he's stupid. Mike, that's
Don't say
okay.
that. Don't say stupid. It's not stupid.
Well, okay, and I didn't mean that.
You know what I mean.
Mike always yells at me, why don't you let me fly your planes, dude? I'm like, that's why. Basically, he tried to do a flat spin. It didn't hurt the airplane. It just hit the ground and broke the prop, but it made the kid upset. It's this brand new night timber.
He was flying it later.
Oh, yeah, because somebody had a prop.
Did it freeze? No.
Yeah, Octane. It's a battery eater, the SU-30. I have a 3-minute timer on mine, and I come in at 3 minutes because think about it. It's one battery. So each FMS 70 fan pulls about 65 and change amps. It's about 120, 130 amps at full throttle on one battery, so it's a lot.
What's up,
You guys
Spendy?
feel at 10:30?
I got there at 10:30. They'd already been there for a while. I would have liked to have been there earlier, but I didn't know anybody was going to be there.
Yeah, same, Jeff. I fly the HRB 6000s in my SU, but I kind of want to. No, I don't. I'll scratch that thought. Yeah, but that happened. Mike crashed the kid's timber, which it was okay, but it just.
Yeah, because he flew it later on. He flew it a lot.
And then, yeah.
And actually, my wife got a pretty cool picture.
Yeah, and he was bummed out because he didn't want to fly anymore because he was like he was in a bad thought after crashing that kid's plane. But then as soon as Ray turned the streamer, it's like, okay, I'm flying, guys. And I'm like, oh god.
No, it was great. Everybody had a good time. It was fun.
RC Informer, I fly mine with the HRB 6000 50C packs all the way back in the SU-30, and it's great. The SU-30 is a fun.
EQ, yes, I have fun planes with vectoring, and I don't like it.
Vectoring thrust is like.
I just don't. It's just not for me. I don't care for it.
So yeah, RC Informer, don't expect, if you're flying the SU-30 hard, don't expect to get crazy flight times. But if you watched Ray's stream last night, we did about a 6-minute formation flight. And I flew the SU-30, and I came down with about 30% left in the pack. Oh, and RC Informer just launched his video. So, guys,
cool. I see it.
Check that out. Grass ops with the F-18 with the fiery booty.
Yeah.
That's the best part right there, the fire booty. There it is. RC Informer just uploaded a video.
Yeah, but it was cool seeing the stuff that he did to make his better. He's been killing it with the videos lately. All the videos he's posted have been really good. Especially the F-16, seeing him try to do the new high alpha stuff that he hasn't done before. Been pretty good. Pretty cool.
I kind of want to like the E-Flight F-16's kind of like been in the back of my head for a while, but I don't know.
If I get one again, it'll be the FMS. And from what I hear, well, doesn't have to be from what I hear, just what you see. All the 70s are getting upgraded. So if they put the new 1900 in there, it'll be even better. I
do want to get the FMS F-18 with the 1900 because I flew Mike's and that thing was freaking killer. Take off.
Yeah, they're quiet. They're quiet, so you don't think that they're going, but they're plenty quick.
That's what I liked about the L-39 is it's so quiet. The A6 has the same fan as my L-39, but something about the shape and the ducting on that thing, it makes like a funny whistle noise, so it's not super quiet.
Yeah.
It's not like a bad noise. I did all the mods on my E-Flight F-16. It's a great flying jet. What mods did you guys have to do? What'd you do? I
think it's moving things around in the. I think you have to move the receiver to a different spot so you can get the battery.
Oh yeah, that you have to move it back more to get the CG.
Yeah. But if I get one, like I said, it's going to be the FMS, and you know, because I have the free wing that I still haven't finished.
2 years later.
Having, literally, I have to get it done before 2 years. I have all the stuff that I need to. I just need to do it.
Before 2 years, it's been 2 years. You started it when you were flying at Bayside.
It's been a year. No, it's been a year. It'll be 2 years in December.
Yeah, you had that thing.
It'll be 2 years in December, and I want to get that 80 millimeter fan put in there and see if it'll work. I've got one sitting there ready to go in there.
Ooh, you put lights on it? Respect. Although nice. I was gonna put lights on the A6, but like there's no room in there inside that thing. There's no way. And besides, the whole adding lights thing was so fun at one point, but now it's just like that was just like a little phase in me, I guess. I got excited about it.
Did you does the A6 have a like a control board in there?
No.
No. Okay.
This is an old Fruing bird.
It's the first one, the first 80. It's their first 80.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no control in it. Everything just goes to the receiver.
Okay. Cool. So guys, I wanted to also talk about the giveaway coming up. What is it?
I thought he did like actual like he put LEDs and put a controller, but no, he just did easy lights.
Oh, the little things you put on the ends. Okay. Oh, those will work. Whatever.
That's cool, but it like stick out a lot. But you know, it's all good. I thought he meant like he did it the way I used to do it with like the little LEDs and a controller. Like what the F-86 and the T-33 are two of my best ones that I did, and the F-22. I was flying my F-22 last night in almost pitch black, and it was so pretty to look at. With the lights,
that was cool. Were you still flying on the camera then? I don't remember. Yeah, you did, and my wife got pictures.
Yeah, I did that one solo flight, and then y'all decided to come up and just intrude my area, and I was like, "Oh,
intrude your area."
Oh yeah,
intrude your area.
Whoa! Back up now, Ray. Back up now.
What?
You saying you're gonna intrude me?
Huh?
I don't think he gets it.
Shut up.
I don't think he gets it, folks.
Monday and I'm tired. I have a plane hangover. So anyway, I'm talking about the giveaway. Ignore Nate's idiocy for the moment. So, like I'm saying, you don't want to miss the giveaway this time because, oops, not that way. Because there's going to be a lot of cool stuff up for grabs. The first thing that started off was Nerd Steve a while ago with the MiG-29. That's for sure on the list. That's number one. That's one plane. So number two is one that I'm going to add in, which is the new, what's that plane called? The one that just came out, the Goblin for Hobby King. And then I decided, we're always giving away things that are fast. Why don't we give away something that's what I think would be good for beginners? So I have a plane from A-Main Hobby. It's a trainer that looks a lot like a Sky Surfer. Forget what it's called, but I'm going to be doing one of those too. So that's 3 planes. That's 3 airplanes, 3 full P&P airplanes ready to go. All you have to do is add your receiver and battery. Oh, and what do you know? I've got a crap ton of batteries that I'm going to be that I'm going to be giving away too. So there's a whole bunch of batteries sizes that people use. So it's going to be like, 1,000, 1,300s, 1,500s, 1,800s, 17, 1,600s, 2,200s, stuff that people use. Tools. I have some tools out. What else? Carrying cases for your transmitters and stuff like that. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff. I'll post a video showing everything that I'm going to, and then not going to say yet, but some stuff has been donated for gift cards and stuff like that. Ignore Nate looking like Terminator.
I'm saying don't mind my sister screaming downstairs.
I don't hear it. We don't hear anything. Dave's RC will be nowhere near it, so there's not going to be any midget strippers. But yeah, there's going to be lots of stuff. Then the next couple days, I might even post it tonight, or I'll premiere it maybe premiere it tomorrow. The video showing what's going to be up for auction for that auction.
Jeremy Sean, if you get the F-18 high performance, they changed them, so they work fine. The only thing I just checked with mine is I'm using the stock push rods. That the plates were glued down fine. It's just the 4 screws that hold the assembly together. I just pulled those 4 screws out, put a little bit of foam tech glue, and screwed them back in, so they just didn't pop loose. But I always check them before every flight. I give them a quick little wiggle. Completely fine. Haven't messed with a thing. So the high performance, they change things.
Nathaniel Morgan, yes, 3, 4S, and 6S battery.
Damn, there's a Nathaniel in the chat. That's my full name. Welcome to the club.
Nathaniel Morgan. So yes, there will be. There will be. What? Let me go. Let me look at the batteries. I'll tell you which ones they are. I have them all saved here. I'll wait until the video comes up.
I should auction off my Mirage. No, I'm joking. Joking.
So yeah, 4S 1600. Which one is this? 3S 1500. 4S 1300. 4S 1000. Those are just some. They're going to be a couple 2200. So there's the plane that I was talking about was a strict Stratosurfer PNP electric plane. It's 1500. It basically looks just like a Sky Surfer, but it's from A Main Hobby. And then there's tools, bunch of stuff.
A night timber.
And then I have a charger, a couple chargers I'm going to be putting up. So yeah, and I might even add a couple more batteries in. I just want it to be stuff that people actually use. And I might even include a battery with the Goblin when I sell it.
Yeah,
sell it.
Goblin takes a
1300. Give it away. Yeah, but I've heard people are putting bigger because they say they're adding weight, so you may as well just put a bigger battery.
You can fit a 2200 in that probably. I don't want that Goblin. That thing just doesn't turn me on.
Yeah, I don't want it either, but other people do, so I'll post it. Post it up.
Okay, right. Yeah. I don't know. Just give away a night timber. That'll be high demand because this thing's fun.
Yeah, but that's more than I'd like to spend at the moment.
Yeah, I know.
The money's actually coming out of my pocket.
I know.
No. Maybe the baby one, sure, but I gave away an UMX the last time. I'm going to give away UMX.
I have probably over 50 flights in this night timber now. It's fun little plane. I know, off topic.
Yeah, did you see Lay flying with that huge...
he had a huge streamer on the back of his.
Streamer on the back. He had enough to where he could actually cut it if he did a loop tight enough.
We used to do it at Tomcats with the T-34s. You'd put a long streamer on it and see if you could tie a knot with your own streamer.
Oh, okay. No, never did that.
Yeah, no, you didn't ask. The Max is going to say...
No, I didn't. No.
Did I ask? Where's Max? Is he going to...
He said he was going to come on the stream today.
There you go. GB wants to add $20 worth of his merch to the show.
Cool. So we're adding more stuff. And then I've got somebody else that donated some stuff too. I'll wait until the next time. So I haven't figured out a date yet. But again, to be entered into the giveaway, the only thing I'm requiring is that you actually interact with me here on the stream. So I went through and I cleared out all the wrenches and I started over again. So anybody that is in the stream that starts in my stream, in my premieres, whatever, anybody that gets on and actually interacts with me, you'll get a wrench so that you can be added, and that will just automatically add you into the show, the giveaway show. So cool. I'm going through making sure everybody gets been on tonight.
GB, did you ever fly yours after I told you what to do to make it fly a little bit better? Because I know you were having some issues, but I think you just had CG issues. probably throw issues. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. If you're looking for a timber for like cruising around and stuff, I hate to tell you, but the Timber X isn't the best at doing like cruising and touch and goes because it's got a shorter wing and a wider wing. It's more of a snappy feel. It's meant to have a back CG, and it's meant to be flown 3D. Now, if you want a touch and go machine, get the original Timber, which I wish they put the lights in the original Timber. But luckily, I'm a half decent 3D pilot, so this plane fits me fine. But I want them to put lights in like a turbo Timber or something, because that would be amazing. But this thing at night, doing 3D at night, like doing rolling Harriers at night, inverted Harrier tail touches, which, by the way, there's evidence on my tail that I have touched it. But it's a fun little plane. I like the color.
Yeah, I kind of like after watching you and Leif fly that plane, I kind of like it too. But I already have enough Cessna type planes. One, that's enough. I just have to get it out there and fly it. Actually, that would, you know what? That would be a perfect live stream. If we set up outside at LFE and have the lit up timber, and I could bring my Cessna, the planes that light up, or I could even just fly my F-15. But we should do something, you know, after everybody's stream is done. Then we could do something later in the evening and fly planes for people to see that way. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, I could do a hovering. I could hover right in front of the camera and try to knock it over with my tail.
As long as you don't knock it over, it's cool.
It was all good until you said knock it over.
But yeah, no, that would be fun. I kind of enjoyed being able to set up the camera out there and let it run like that.
Nathaniel Morgan. It's the exact same airframe. It flies the same, but it has, of course, it has the lights. But now it has the new AR637 TA receiver and the new Spectrum Avian 60 amp Smart ESC. And it comes with a motor brake, so you can do a reverse thrust. Which why? I disabled the motor brake because it was pathetic. So, but that's the only difference, just the smart technology. And the lights run off, and if anybody's curious about how the lights work, so the lights run off of your main power lead here. And also, I did mod mine. The battery wire originally comes out from here, which the battery goes there, so it's like, why? And this battery tray was crappily glued in from the factory, so I ripped the battery tray out, ran the wires under and out here so they don't get in the way now. So you've got your main lead, and then it's got this adapter that's got a JST lead plugged into it. And this is just my adapter for my other battery, my XT60 packs. But, yep. And they're IC3 connectors, but they're EC3 connectors. So if you've got EC3 batteries, those will work. Yeah.
So I'm putting my email address in there for somebody who just asked. I think Eric Falver was his name. Email me, gooniac33@gmail.com, and I can help you out with the burner. So cool. So yeah, that's how you get entered into the giveaway. Is just to interact with me here on the page, on live streams or my premieres, because I do a few premieres throughout the week. I'm going to do a couple tomorrow. So yeah. What are you doing? Sheesh. Gee, that thing's loud.
It's the suspension.
I hear it. So, yeah, so if you interact with me here on the stream and then you're present the day of the giveaway, which is still a date to be determined, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. It might just make it the end of this month. I don't know, but hang around on the streams on Mondays for the announcement for when the giveaway is going to happen. Oh, okay. So Matthew, what did you do to the E-Flight F-18 to keep the light from coming through the foam? I didn't do anything to it. From what I noticed, E-Flight, they didn't do that great of a job painting the rear. So on mine, only a little bit bled through, but you can only see that at night. During the day, you can't see it.
My Freeling F18 doesn't bleed at all. A little bit on the bottom, but that's
No,
it.
very little on the bottom.
If it bleeds,
Yeah.
I really don't care. I'm not that. I don't. I'm too tired. I'm too tired, man.
Yeah, no, it's
I've got the RC hangover.
Yeah, I actually do too. Wreck and Roy, I'm still thinking about it. I haven't done anything yet. I know how I can do it. I just haven't done it yet.
You can use my Mustang as a test dummy if you want. Actually, no, I like that plane too much. Screw that. Scratch that part.
Well, I mean, I just do it on mine. It doesn't matter. Or we don't need to do it on anyone at all. I just need to order some stacks and put them there and make it work. It's not hard.
Ooh, yes. It's only be 80 degrees tomorrow. Let's go. Let's put it in my weather app. Great. It's 93 here today. It's hot as hell.
It was hot. I was sitting out on the patio working on some stuff, and it was not good. I sent stuff to Cyprus today, and I sent stuff to France today. So Gooniac is worldwide as far as that stuff goes. Now I've sent things as far as Cyprus, which is an island by Greece. So, yes. Yeah, Nate outflew me yesterday. I spent 3 hours driving.
Over 30 flights yesterday. Because I flew my A6 about 11 times. I flew my A10 3 times. Flew my F22 3 times. Flew my SG30 4 times. And then I flew my 351 3 times. So count that.
I haven't looked at the video yet. There was a lot of video. So yeah, no, we had a lot of flying. I did a lot of driving, so I'm tired of driving. It took an hour and a half to get there to Oakdale yesterday. Then I flew for a few hours, packed up, went back and flew at Livermore. It took like a little over an hour to get there. Flew at Livermore. Oh, well, got Livermore, unpacked again. I took my F-104 yesterday, so that took up a lot of room. It's always harder to pack. And then I had to pack up. Basically, I did 3 times? Pack, unpack, pack, unpack. So,
Steve Duvall. The E-Flight A10 is probably one of my favorite, like, just smaller jets. That E-Flight A10 is, like, insane. It's, like, so fun to fly. It's fast, maneuverable, and it can fly nice and scale. And if you don't listen to people tell you can't fly with a 4000, don't listen to those people. Just disregard them. Yeah, I fly one with a 4000. It flies amazing. But yes, the A10 is a sweet little plane. I love it. Didn't mod it at all. AS3X and everything. Stock. Amazing. I love that plane. I flew it on the live stream. I was buzzing the camera. That thing's quick. Easily 110 with the ordnance. Take the ordnance off. Oh, poor Angelo's in the chat. He's saying he misses his A10, yeah. You got an SU30 now, Angelo, so you're chilling. Poor Angelo. His FMS A10 camera went in. Oh, my God. I'm tired, man.
Oh, Angelo's there with us every Sunday.
I had to get up at 7:45 this morning to unpack the car. And then as soon as I unpacked the car, I put everything away, and then I went back to sleep till like almost 11 o'clock. I was tired.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to unload the car, and I couldn't get up in time, so I stayed home. RC Roland, your stuff's going out too, I think, right? I think you're on my list.
Yeah. You didn't go to work today, Ray?
Nope.
Lucky you.
Exhausted. I'm in San Mateo County too, so I don't know what they're doing.
I wish it was like
might be shut down.
Just too tired. Oh, I'm not going.
I've been there for 17 years, man. Come on, I get a chance to take some time off.
Oh, speaking of school, we have to start online this year, which is gonna suck. Online school.
Everything's gonna be that way. So yeah, that's the deal with the giveaway. I'm still going to keep adding stuff. GB added stuff. If there's anybody that wants to add stuff to it, let me know. And I'm, down to add links to the description. So, for affiliate links for anybody, it doesn't matter who. If you guys want some recognition, let me know. I'll put it down. I got no problem with that. Just get a hold of me. And we'll put you on in there. I mean, I've done it for Ryan. I've done it for GB. I've done it for Mary Boozers. I've done it for a few people. So, no big deal to me. And I appreciate all the people who've helped me.
God damn.
Especially all you people that helped me get over 1,000. That's why I'm doing the giveaway.
I'm tan as hell. That was yesterday. It was 94 at Livermore yesterday. It got pretty warm. But the wind always picks up there, so it's not terrible.
Yeah, it was actually even hotter at Oakdale, but it was windy, so it didn't really feel it.
See, hey Chuck G, what's going on? Coming to say hi.
Chuck GRC, howdy. Roach Coach, thanks for coming by. See ya. Yeah, Livermore gets hot, but the benefit to being there is that in the summer it's always windy. So it could be 100 degrees, but we'll have a 10-mile-an-hour wind, so it won't feel too bad.
Well, and then of course you got Ray saying, "Oh, there's wind. The wind made my plane crash."
Wind, yeah.
I will admit there is weird wind gusts, but that is no excuse for that F5 landing.
That's what made it do it. I didn't chop the throttle. The plane dropped, and it went doing, doing. And once it dropped, I chopped the throttle. Once it dropped. Seriously.
But if you chop the throttle at that slow speed, even that high, it's gonna make it bounce.
The way that
if you're coming with the nose up, you got to keep the power on until you land.
The power was on, and as soon as I noticed it was dropping really fast, I killed it.
If you had kept that power on, you would have.
Yeah, it's easy to say that when you're on the sidelines. When you're on the sidelines, it's easy to say that. But I was able to save it, and I did a perfect landing on the go around.
Barely. I was like, "Oh Jesus."
Where's the video? Did you save the video in your Instagram, Nate?
We're gonna play this. For people who don't follow me on the gram, at Nate Loves Planes on Instagram.
And I have the video on Hat Cam too, so I'm not
video proving that you can actually land the Mustang if you know how to do it.
Bounce. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, here we go.
You're gonna have to start over. You have to start over.
You can hear us all in the background saying, You see how early you chop the throttle?
I chopped it when it dropped. Damn it! What's the point in leaving it on if it's dropping?
It was right here. You chopped the throttle, and it fell out of the sky. If you had left that power on, you would have been fine.
Guess what? I still was fine. The plane was fine.
I know. But
I'm at the point now where if something happens to it, I don't care. Show the good one. Show the perfect landing.
The good one.
Oh, of course you didn't get the perfect landing. Oh, where's you getting good?
Keon, you need some explaining. He's blaming the wind, but I think it's because he chopped the power.
Explaining to do. Shut up, Keon. There's no explaining. No, it was just a weird day.
Oh. Don't go there with the wind.
I
was blown away by Mustang landing. It was gusty, and this Mustang's not easy to land.
You show your good landing. You show your great landing, and then show me bounce. That was a bounce, though. It wasn't a perfect landing. I saw a bounce.
What the fuck? Bounce? What bounce?
There is. Look, there's a bounce. It goes up. So there's a touch right there, and then boing.
Okay, so let's watch this again. You want to talk about bounces, Ray? You want to
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
a bounce.
You want to
Of
talk about
course.
bouncing?
But you didn't save the good one. What's the point?
Oh yeah, this was the A6 made.
Oh no, let's show all your good stuff and then show my crap. What the hell?
And we got to show. This landing wasn't perfect because it started turning, but I got it on the ground. There was no bounce, at least. Here's the A6 maiden landing.
No bounce, but you can hear me on your phone.
This was Sal flying the crap out of his full-scale L39 at the airport. That was fun to watch.
You did a flyby?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Sal.
and you did a break to landing?
He owns a Mustang, an L39, and a Citation.
Very cool.
And he took his L39 out, and you could see him like doing loops and rolls. He was like going up and down the hills. I was like, oh my god, this guy's crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, no, guys. Hey, just so you know, if I mess up, I'm always gonna post that video.
Oh.
So they're not outing me by posting this video. I don't care. It was a crappy landing, but it was a good save. It was a very good save.
And you know how I'm joking, kind of like I don't care. Well, I don't have that photo anymore, but I openly admitted to crashing the L39. It was my fault.
Nate crashes, Ray lands badly. That's about right. But the problem is I need to start crashing planes because I'm running out of room. I have no room. So that's why I was like, with the F5, I'm like, oh, well, let's see if I can pull out of this. If I can get out of this, great. If not, there's some room. So I'm like,
I was waiting for it to hit the pit roof. Okay, Keon, let's just.
I was pretty damn close to hitting the wires. Actually, I got close to hitting the pits.
Yeah, you went over my head. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No.
Because I pulled up and it stalled, and that's when I had to let off and let it settle and then pull back around. So I was like, ooh, this is either going to be a really good save or a really spectacular crash. One of the two. Well, I'm headed towards the wife's car, which is not good.
Keon. I don't crash that often, but when I do, it's pretty spectacular. Like the L39. I hadn't crashed an airplane and totaled it in like over a year, but the L39, man, I don't even want. That plane wasn't even recognizable when you walked up to it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We forgot about that. You destroyed that, didn't you? You actually full-on killed that plane.
I full-on killed that plane.
And you're talking about my landings, okay.
Well, I never bounced that plane on landing, though.
But you pretty much destroyed it, right?
Ray, your F5 looks like it's been destroyed 10 times and glued back together.
But it's also faster than a 12S plane, so what's the point?
You're funny, Ray. You know
yeah, very. Shut up. So there may be a crash in a crash sometime soon. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I told you. It's okay. Yes, Madhouse, the F5 is a hot rod.
We just can't let Ray fly a full-scale plane with those kind of landings, you know.
Yeah. So the plane that I think started all the bounces was the Mustang. Once I brought the Mustang to the field and started flying that. That's when all the bouncing began.
I'm thinking of Ray with the Mustang. He almost rolled it over a few times. Well, Ray was always talking to me, oh, never flare a warbird. This kid, he's coming in with the power off. And
they didn't flare the plane. It's just it's the stupid
my Mustang
wind.
landings have been better than your Mustang landings. Just leave it at that.
The stupid wind.
Oh, there he goes again. There he goes again with the wind. Ray, you saw that landing I just showed you?
Keep talking crap, Nate. I gotta go do something. Keep talking crap.
He was like gusting at 25 knots, and I landed. I was like, okay. Ray needs that Habu. Ray needs that new Habu. He needs to get his landings down on that thing. Oh, FNRC just dropped a video. What plane is it this time? It's probably one of the new pre-release FMS things. Yeah. Thanks, Mom. Well, headwinds, crosswinds, or anything, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you'll see when I post the videos from Oakdale. All my landings were impeccable.
I think that's because we pecker you a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what it is with me and Livermore lately.
Well, Ray, luckily there is a solution to your problem out on the market now.
The what?
Do you need the Habu STS with the auto land?
Don't get me started on that.
Ray
I don't even know why they have an auto land feature. But whatever. I'm gonna start getting hated on for the way that I think about all the safe stuff. I'm not gonna do that.
What do you mean I rip you to shreds? What do I do to you?
Do not like.
Ray does not like kids.
I have two of them that are barely now. So, anything else you guys would like to talk about before we possibly call it a night?
I'm gonna go fly my night timber, and then I'm gonna, you didn't ask, I know. Did I ask?
Huh?
Huh?
I'm trying to catch up on the chat here.
I'm waiting to see somebody buy that Habu as their first plane.
And you know what? There are going to be people who do fine with it, and it's great. I've got no problem with an EDF trainer. I just don't like the direction that Horizon's going with it. It's like almost like they're just doing it because they want to sell parts. But hey,
well, and it's like, okay, think about this. You have auto land and auto leveling. What does that teach you? And it's like when I think of safe, the only thing I think of safe for is if you're like letting someone fly your plane, you just flip it into safe and hand them the radio. That's all I think good as safe. It's like
I wish I would have been recording that one day when this person had a plane. Person had a plane. They had safe. They got disoriented. It was in a death dive, going full speed, terminal velocity. They flicked the button, and it destroyed itself because it went to pull out, and the wings went pling, and the rest of the body just kept going. It was terrible. It was horrible. Anyway, I interrupted. Going.
Yeah. So it's like, and like, if the plane gets into a stall and they flip it into safe, you're never going to learn how to recognize and recover from a stall. It's just like it doesn't. When I learned to fly on the original printers. Gyros were like coming out of the ground when I started flying, so I didn't have that crap. Which I can't speak for the people who've been flying for decades, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, and when I teach people to fly, on Buddy Box, I purposely let them get that feeling of panic, like they're going to crash. I'll let them get sometimes 10, 15 feet off the ground before I take it away, because I want them to realize that eventually you'll get to a point where it's not going to be that big of a deal, but you do need to feel that little bit of oh crap, and figure out how to deal with it.
That's what I was
saying. RC and Farmers correct though, is it's not an achievement if the plane's flying for you.
You know what? That's exactly what I was saying when my L39 was going straight at the ground. I was like, oh crap, oh shit, bang,
bam.
Yeah. Thump so but, loud.
You need to learn to have that little bit of fear, and then you need to know how to control that little bit of fear that you get.
I hadn't had a crash like that in so long, so it like woke me up almost. I don't know how to do
that. Keon, Jesus, dude, what the hell burping on the camera? Keon, there was no tech back then.
Actually, you know what I'm thinking about now? I haven't dropped a single swear word this whole stream.
I did.
Wow.
A couple times. But Keon, just let me think. My first plane that had Expo and dual rates, I got that radio. Let's see, how old was that radio? It was an Airtronics radio. And it didn't have. It was considered a computer radio, but you had little potentiometers in the bottom. You had to open a hatch and turn it with a screwdriver. But no, there was no expo. Everything that you did back then was mechanical. So if you needed a mix, you made a little sliding tray. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happened back then. But there was very little computer anything. It wasn't until the late 90s, early 2000s that the computer stuff started coming in. 72 megahertz for me. I had Futaba at first, and then everything was Airtronics after that.
Roy, waiting to drop the F-bombs. Yeah, I just thought about that. I'm like, wait, I'm not on one tonight. Well, I kind of am. Not as bad as I usually am. Sorry to hear people walking in the background. I'm right outside the hallway where everything happens. So
yeah, George Watt, same with me. There's never been dual rates for me. I don't use them anyway. But even back in the days, if a plane was too sensitive, you just didn't move the stick.
Wait, whoa, back up. Did you just say you don't use Expo?
I said I didn't use Expo back then because there was no.
You said I still don't use them. Right? I've seen planes that you have. When you gave me this Sky Sword, it had like 60% Expo on the ailerons. I was like, is this guy tripping? But actually, I like the way you fly now.
Shut up. No, okay, so when it comes to Expo.
Oh, so there we go. That was one.
I didn't start using Expo until 2010. Right around then. I had to just throw. I wouldn't use Expo.
So now it makes sense. You probably did time me out on purpose, huh? Because you just muted me.
That's different.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
You what, huh? No, so yeah, 2009, 2010, because I had the DX6i, which was the first computer radio I ever had. No, because you're not the person running the stream. So no, you can't.
I remember. I remember before Zoom updated their thing with online schooling, anybody could mute anybody, anybody could remove everybody. And I remember there was one YouTube video where the kids removed the teacher.
Oh wow!
Nate and Ray are getting crazy on us. I mean, fire ability, Mr. Goo.
Oh.
I do call Ray out. What are you talking about? I always call Ray out. It's funny. He calls me out too. Ray, you okay? You okay there, buddy?
You're calling me out. What the hell?
You all right over there?
No, it's all cool. It's all cool. It's all good.
Trust me, guys. We're not always yelling at each other. Only about 90% of the
time. Just as of late. So, yeah, George Watts. I see what you said when you first started. There were no dual rates or Expo. Yeah, and that's what I was saying too. There was none back then.
Well, and he proceeded to say he doesn't use Expo, which
just
is a big lie.
If a plane was no, you're just going out of context like another person we know. But we were, if we had something that was too sensitive, you had to move the.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Control rods. Yes, be quiet. You had to move the control rods and other stuff to make it work the way you wanted. If it was too sensitive, there was no adjusting throws. There was no travel adjust. There was no Expo. There was no endpoint adjustment. None of that. So,
no,
all that stuff happened. It was cool.
Saying there's going to be a boxing match between me and you on the runway, which I think you'd beat my ass. But I know who.
What happens? No, the way it is now. Like I said, I have too many planes, so I would. I'd find a plane that I really was getting tired of and just wreck one of the planes.
Yeah, GB, I know who exactly would win. Be him. I'm not even gonna try to say I'd have a chance.
Well, not as of late. That's why I just started walking again and bought me a bike. Tired of being El Gordito. No, and George Ross, there's nothing wrong with it. I love it. And as a matter of fact, most people freak out at the amount that I use.
No, I know. I did it first too. But now that I started kind of...
And then you tried it and you're like, ooh, wait a minute. It's kind of cool.
No.
Especially formation.
I never said there was anything wrong with it. You said that you don't use Expo. So I was calling you out. Ray, I'll always be there to expose you. Don't worry.
Such idiocy.
Glenn Hart!
So yeah, no. But the way that we had a really good formation flight over the weekend. The wife got some really good pictures too. Actually, I have to post that picture too because there's like 5 of us in frame. It's really cool.
Stop exposing me.
What are you laughing at now?
So my mom, I did a Taekwondo class when I was young, and as soon as I got into the combat stage, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like fighting. I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah. He quit Taekwondo. Ooh, mom's outing you now. Oh.
Ray, be right back.
What? Where are you going?
Just gonna,
what are you doing?
Pull this up.
What are you pulling up? Something I've already posted. On a lot of my planes, I have 65% expo on ailerons. I'm gonna post that myself, so there's no outing. Oh crap! I did it again. Stupid camera.
Of course, and you don't have a camera that works either. Have I had any problems?
It's working.
Have I had any problems this whole stream, Ray?
You have a Mac. I have a webcam bought off of Amazon.
What is your point, Ray, that I have a Mac? What is your point? You
have a Mac. It's just a fact. You have a Mac, and it's built in. I have a computer from 2012, and it's a do-do-do. Yes, I see that percussive maintenance. What it's called is a persuadatron. You get this thing that persuades what it is that you want. But persuades it to do what you want.
You have to persuade your computer to work. You have to bash your computer, and then it starts working.
So, lots of videos coming this week. I still have some that are old that haven't been published, but there's going to be lots of that coming up. There was that huge formation we did yesterday.
All right.
With the moonrise.
Ray landing.
Where's the good one? Have you posted you haven't even shown the good one yet, have
Nate
you?
landing.
I'm talking to Nate. He's being a butt. He's showing my bouncing landing, and then he's showing his perfect landing.
I'm sure I've got a good video of your landing in an archive here, like in an archive folder, like rare Ray moments.
Just wait.
Oh yeah, if anybody was, nah. Actually, no. If anybody was curious what the L39 looked like, there's somewhat of a picture of it. Oops.
It's not an L39 anymore. It's just an L.
It's a lip.
An L in 39 pieces.
Now there's the battery.
Wah.
Oh my god! People have had to have seen this by now. But look at this. This is the greatest. Oh, hold on, I gotta get the sound. This is the funniest video ever.
Okay, nice landing. Flaps up now. 0.
Oh.
That's the funniest video I've ever seen. It's basically this guy doing a touch and go, and then says, "Okay, flap." Somebody flips the gear on the ground.
I think he said gear up. He said gear up.
No, he said flaps. I heard you could hear he said flaps, and then he goes, "Okay, gear up." All right. I'm gonna see if I can have a good landing video of Ray in the archives somewhere.
I've got
We're not leaving until I find a video of Ray landing.
pretty much thousands of those on my page.
Thousands.
Yeah, literally.
Thousands.
Literally.
Yeah, right. You know, we're making fiery booty memes with that photo. We don't talk about that stuff.
But we need to get this thing wrapped up. It's been long enough.
See,
I gotta go and load my car.
Through at least 100 things on my camera roll, and I still can't find a good landing video. So there's,
Because you didn't take any of me. You only want to do stuff with you. Selfish little butt. Why is that funny? That's not in any way funny.
If I had Velcro, I would. You fucking out, because you shithead.
I forgot about that.
Damn it! If I had Velcro, you fucking out, because you shithead.
I forgot about that one. Oh wow. Oh,
here we go. This is a Ray landing, MiG-29.
That is a good land.
That's a rare sighting right there, folks.
Rare sighting. Sheesh, whatever.
That one was just funny, though. The other one.
I forgot about that.
God damn it!
It went off on you.
If I had Velcro, you fucking out, because you shithead.
Oh, I didn't know anybody was recording. Who was recording that?
Post Mike.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. Oh boy.
God damn it.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna get going.
I want to start playing a little bit. Oh, it's getting dark shit. All right.
Wanted to let everybody know that we're gonna do try to do some more golden hour stuff. That was cool.
Yeah, that was fun yesterday.
Eventually do a little night fly thing too one of these days.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Actually, with my night timber. So
don't forget to pay attention to premieres that are coming up this week. There'll be some premieres. I'll try to do them during lunch hours and after most people will be home from work. And then
of course Dustin pulls up in the last 2 minutes.
And it's how late is it over there?
It is 11:35 there.
Sheesh. So just be sure to keep in touch. If you stay on any other premieres and interact with me there or interact with me here, you'll be entered into the giveaway drawing coming up. So just be sure to do that. And I'll have that video coming up soon showing what's going to be included in that. But it's going to be 3 planes. For sure, 3 planes. So anyway, it's going to be it.
All right, guys. See you later.
Good flying yesterday, Nate.
That was a fun show.
Yeah. We'll talk to you guys later.
All right. See you guys.
All right, guys. Adios.
See ya.